What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. We're gonna get straight into it, guys. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe. If you can just do me that quick favor, at the like button would be amazing more than anything. All right, guys. So the fear and greed index is the first thing I want to look at. Prior to the Friday news of China trade war and all that, it was creeping pretty high. So of course, this thing doesn't really, it's not usually wrong. So once it crept really, really high, news came out about tariffs in China. Now, could that be all manipulation? Who knows, right? And they fell way back down almost to around this area. But we were creeping up a little bit after a pretty strong Friday. I'm sorry, a pretty strong Monday and an okay Tuesday, I guess. But just, guys, keep in mind that the fear and greed meter is pretty useful because right now we're in a pretty good state of fear. And I'm going to go into 5 opportunities for long-term investors. I want to preface that for long-term investments. Okay, we're going to go into 5 opportunities and why. Okay, so real quick, market today, Dow had a good day, but S&P and Nasdaq kind of nosedived at the end of the day. So look for that in the after hours right now. A little bit of the same. All right, so just look for some more volatility tomorrow. But nonetheless, guys, we are in some hot times for 5 stocks that I think you should be on the lookout for. First and foremost, Rigetti. Now, I get it. The price is crazy. It's $56. I think the first video we made, it was $14 at one point. All right, and that wasn't even maybe 2 months ago at the most. So who knows? I mean, you guys have your own opinion on, well, bubbles and, it's going to crash or whatever, but this is a company that is breaking through the quantum space. And if you guys don't know what that entails, you should look it up because quantum computing is the next thing out there. So Rigetti is in a very, very tight race, but in my opinion, they're leading with IonQ. So Rigetti is looking solid. All right, they are moving down after hours. They had a pretty good 5-day lookout. All right, but more than anything, guys, let's look at the news. So reasons for the market rally is one, the company was awarded a 5.8 million, okay, with an M, 3-year contract by the Air Force Research Laboratory. So, okay, not that impressive. Impressive right here. Okay, when you're dealing with the U.S. government and specifically, military, guys, that's some of the biggest money in the world. So we need to understand that when you're in that space, there's a little bit more that can come with being successful. Okay, so I think that might be a lot of pricing into, hey, they have a foot in the door with the U.S. Air Force, right? So that could lead to who knows what, maybe the Coast Guard, maybe just, the Navy or something like that, right? And that's obviously wishful thinking, but I mean, we're getting there, it seems like. So technological milestones, right? Rigetti has been making significant progress in improving the performance of its quantum processors. All right, so you can look into the reduction and all that, but they did secure purchase orders for a 9-qubit Novera. If I'm not mistaken, it only came out to $11 million only, right? Guys, it was 2 computers, if I'm not mistaken, for $11 million. Can you imagine when they ship these things out, right? So just, again, do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice. It's just my opinion, but I want you guys to know the why, all right? Analyst upgrades, right? Not to mention Forbes put it at $350. Now, we'll see, but hey, that wouldn't be a bad thing. It's the NVIDIA of quantum computing, okay? I didn't say it, guys, and I don't know if AI made that up either, but I'm just looking at what y'all are looking at, all right? This is the first time I'm looking at this. All right, but of course, do your own due diligence. Okay, please, guys. There are many competitors out there. So if this is not for you, Rigetti, if it's too expensive, I get it. But quantum computing, you need to be in it. All right, next up is APLD. It's going to be a little bit longer of a video, guys, so buckle up. All right, so APLD had a great earnings. We're just going to keep it nice, short and sweet, and to the point. APLD is $35 a share right now and moving. There was before the tariff. This is gonna be another Liberation Day. How much you want to bet? October 9th. Before that, it was almost at $40 a share in the pre-market, and even throughout the day. So I just need you guys to know that. Now financials, okay. I mean, what's looking so good? Let's look at the revenue. So, I mean, 2024 was a great year for them. 2025, even better. All right, so just a growing revenue, right? Not a huge percentage, but a good percentage. All right, so not bad. Let's see their R&D. They don't have any. Yikes. Kind of weird, but anyway, yeah, just APLD guys had a great earnings. You can kind of look into that more on your own. CoreWeave deal, just doing well, just exceeding expectations, right? And when you have an $11 billion contract, which I hear they're already making revenue on, I think it's 125 million per quarter. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's solid. All right. And then of course plans to expand. 2027, y'all, watch out. 2026 is gonna fly by. Hopefully not, but it's gonna be crazy in 2027. All right. So next up, let me just declutter this a little bit. Iron. Sorry. This stock is anyway, I love this stock. It's great. Iron is it's been a little life-changing, but I want you guys to understand that iron is not done. Iron is not done moving. It's already at 70 in the after hours. Now, guys, too expensive. I get it. If you got in early, you're happy, right? But maybe it's too expensive. So I'm gonna just kind of make a pivot here real quick. Don't forget about this stock. Okay. Don't forget about Bitfarms. Okay. I need you guys to be into the Bitcoin mining play if you want, but really they're going into the AI infrastructure sector, which is gonna be hot. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of competitors, but there's going to be people needed throughout the world, throughout the country that can do this in various locations. All right. So Iron, Bitfarms, Riot, I think I'm not really, no, actually don't quote me on Riot. Mara's pivoting to AI infrastructure. So if you're big on Mara, let's see how Mara did today. Okay. Big move on Mara, up 10% today and still moving. Guys, Mara's the biggest Bitcoin holder in the world, or at least in the United States. Don't quote me. So, I mean, it depends on how you feel about Bitcoin, or at least the pricing of Bitcoin, because Mara, you're pretty much buying Bitcoin without actually buying Bitcoin. So if you're interested into that sector, you can look at IBIT. Again, all these stocks have Bitcoin: Iron, Bitfarms, Mara, IBIT, Cypher. There you go. Cypher's another great one, guys. Let me see. How did it do today? Sorry, this is a big sector. Sheesh, man. Shout out to Jake, dude. I don't know if you got options on that or just stocks. Let me know, Jake, if you're still watching, bro. All right, guys, moving on. What is this? All right. So, real quick, Iron, Cantor Fitzgerald, and Brett Knoblack raising their price from $49 to $100 per share. Watch out, guys. All right, guys, Navitas Semiconductor Corporation. Big news coming out of Navitas. Yesterday, Monday, took a big leap. Today, I believe it was up $2.60. Overnight news yesterday that they support NVIDIA next generation computing platforms for AI. So NVIDIA has been vocal in saying that they are expanding rapidly and they need help. They need infrastructure and power. So they have a partnership with Navitas Semiconductors to not necessarily do the infrastructure and power part, but to have silicon carbide semiconductors, which are going to be highly innovative in efficiency. So there you go. Long way around to say that Navitas produces semiconductors that are breaking through, disrupting the game. All right, we're not going to spend too much time on that. It's doing very, very well. Do not miss out. ATAI, guys. So it remains undervalued according to analysts with around 125% stock upside. Okay. So they have some more results coming out. If I'm not mistaken, they have one more level, phase 3 result that needs to happen. And I know it's for, if I'm not mistaken, antidepressant. Guys, that could be big, right? That's a big area in medicine. All right. So one person has it at $12 and saying with close to $150 million in cash, we think ATI is in a strong position and remains undervalued. Okay. So they have a merger coming up as well. All right, so just look into that. I've heard some things about how there may be shares issued out from ATAI for people coming over from Berkeley. I've heard 49 million shares. I hope not, but just gonna give you guys everything that I've either read or heard. Again, not a financial advisor, but guys, just these are the 5 stocks that I would say the market is going to respond well to. But again, do your own due diligence, and feedback is always appreciated, of course. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Good luck, guys, and hopefully your weeks are turning green.